Hello. Let's start by saying I was never been a big sports fan. When I was young, I was a lot underweight, very underweight, had asthma, not a very good athlete at all. No point in learning sports, no point in trying to play sports. As I got older, I got over some of these problems, but still didn't see the point. Didn't watch sports as a kid, because again, watching people do things I couldn't do wasn't very fun in my opinion. As I grew up, I continued to not watch sports. Don't care for them that much. Now I will go out, pick up food at a restaurant, go to a bar, whatever. They'll have sports channel on. I'll watch a little bit of sports just because I'm there with nothing else to do while I wait for my food. So, 10 to 15 minutes of sports at a time is my limit. Now, there is one sport I really enjoy watching. I could watch forever. It's not on that often, so I don't get to see it as much as I'd like. I could watch this forever if I wanted to, if it was on forever. This is the Canine Agility Challenges. American Kennel Association runs them. Got the dogs jumping over posts and running between posts and going through little tunnels and up and down ramps and stuff like that. I just love watching the canine agility trials. This is, in my opinion, the world's greatest sport. Now let's compare this to some human sports and see why I think this is so. First things first, get more than 5 dogs in a room together, or any space together. How long do you think it's going to be before one of them starts barking and then they're all barking and you got 5 or 6 dogs barking their heads off? Except the dogs at the canine agility challenges are very well behaved. And this is the sort of thing, I look at and I think, why do people have kids when they could just buy a dog? Because dogs can be trained to behave a lot better than kids can. In fact, as kids get older, any training you have in them sort of goes away. Dogs, their training sticks as they get older. Now compare this to human athletes. You got your room full of canine challenge dogs, agility challenge dogs, and they're sitting there calmly waiting their chance to run the course. That's a dog's prep work for his sporting event is, do I get to play now? Do I get to play now? Is it ready to play now? Humans, what do? We trash talk. We boast. I am the greatest. Look at me. Dogs don't have to do this. Humans do. I have to wonder how many, locker room talks include people harping on their teammates just because it's a matter of, I've got this shoe deal coming up. I've got this Gatorade deal coming up. And if you blow it for me, if you don't make me look good on the field, then that's another $1 million I don't get in my pocket. So you'd better not make me look bad. Dogs don't do this. Dogs, again, out on the street, out, backyard, neighborhood, 5 or 6 dogs in an area, they're going to start barking. Athletic dogs, the canine challenge, agility challenge, they don't bark. They sit there, they wait patiently their turn. No trash talk, no trash barking, whatever you want to call it. Their turn comes up, they run the event, they're happy, they're having fun. They don't care if they don't have the perfect time. They don't care what, human player has a bad play and, they're up in arms and they're complaining and the ref got them, everything's wrong, everything's bad, the whole world's coming to an end. Dogs don't care. Because dogs are better athletes than people. Now, sports cards, you know, people you originally people didn't collect them. They were just made, and it was just something for kids. And then, as people threw them away, they became more valuable because people weren't holding on to them. And of course, as big names got more famous, cards became more or less expensive or valuable. So people started collecting them, and companies started making more of them, and they didn't become, now instead of just, card from the 1930s will be valuable just because it's old, and they didn't make a lot of them. Now we've overmade them. And, now your only hope is if someone has a really good year or someone becomes really famous, this is the rookie cards can be good because, nobody knew these people were going to be good athletes, and when they became famous, I got their card from them before they were famous. They don't make dog trading cards, agility challenge dog trading cards. I would buy them if they did, because pictures of dogs. I don't care how many RBIs or how many touchdowns or how many home runs someone hit or whatever. Pictures of dogs, though. I would collect canine trading dog or agility training dog cards just for pictures of dogs. And to me, that would make them more valuable because they have nice pictures on them. Who doesn't like pictures of dogs? Who doesn't want to sit and watch dogs having fun? And that's what the agility challenge is. It's not, I have to be the greatest dog out there. It's, I'm having fun. Who doesn't want to watch that? Other sports, the fans have a heart attack almost. It's, he's going all the way, goal! Whatever we yell, whatever, and people get all excited. And again, I'm surprised no one's had a heart attack over this great accomplishment, which really isn't that great and doesn't really account for much. Dog runs the course, runs in record time. People don't care. It's a dog having fun. We're happy to watch him. Not going to have a heart attack over it, but it's fun to watch. And for the owner of the dog might be a little, or the owner of the other dogs might not be happy if my dog does better than theirs. But so far as, as a fan, as someone just watching it, I don't care which dog wins. I just want to see the dogs have fun. Other sports aren't like that. As a non-sports fan, I can watch a game, and I don't care who throws the ball or who throws the perfect, makes the perfect shot or whatever. I can appreciate any good play. Just because, I will admit, I don't like sports, but it takes some talent, playing as a team, which, gets done less and less, it seems sometimes. Takes skill. It's nice to see teamwork from time to time. Again, I don't care who does it, though. Team A scores on Team B and it's through a really great play. I don't care who's winning. It's a good play. I'll accept it. Because again, I'm not a fan of most of these sports. I don't care who wins. The big fans, they do. And so even if it's the most marvelous play ever, and it was a completely legal play, half the people watching are screaming about, the ref didn't see such and such. This was bad. Because the other team scored and mine didn't, and I have to somehow make this right by complaining about it to everyone I see. Dog A runs the course 2 seconds faster than dog B. I enjoy watching both of them run the course because it's dogs having fun. It's not dogs running the course and stomping off and dashing their helmet to the ground because that dog ran it faster than me. No, dog, he had fun. The other dog had fun. They'll get together and share a bag of milk bones in the future. Who knows? Humans don't do this. So this is why, like I said, dog athletes are better than human athletes. And the Canine Agility Challenge is one of the greatest sports ever because you can sit there, it's relaxing, it's fun to watch. No one is being a bad example. We used to expect this. I remember, athletes were expected to set a good example for children. Children want to be like the athletes. We expect them to set an example for them. Nowadays, it's you say that and people are like, well, it's not the athlete's job to raise your children. Well, no, but you're living this fantasy job where you get paid. You're paid millions of dollars for playing a game. Kids want to be like you because kids like to play games and they want to make money. Children think money grows on trees. And so you were expected to set a good example because children want to be like you. Except, somewhere along the way we decided, nah, athletes don't really have to set a good example. They can just be jerks. And, we don't care what influence that has on our children and whether or not we raise a generation of children who think that, life's going to just be handed to them. Which is what that's playing sports can teach you some valuable lessons. Watching sports can't. Watching sports teaches you some of the worst lessons in the world. Except for the Canine Agility Challenge. And then it's just, let's have fun. Dogs having fun. Dogs getting along. Dogs are better athletes than people. And like I said, when they start making trading cards with dogs on them, I'll start buying them. That's all I have to say. Have a nice day.